Hey, welcome back everybody. Today I'm going to do a video on Luma apiculata, Chilean myrtle. Some people have shown some interest in that plant, so I'm going to highlight that one. But I thought I'd show a couple other plants that are in the same family, the Myrtle family. And here's one of them. This specimen is not doing particularly well, but this is actually where the family got its name, the myrtle, the common myrtle. This is a variety that is supposed to get extra reddish burgundy leaves in the winter, and then they're just green in the summer. But last winter it really took a hard hit and dropped almost all of its foliage. And this is as much as it has recovered in another growing season. So, and this has a cultivar name. I'll put it in the description. But that's Myrtaceae communis, and I have another Myrtaceae communis over here, doing a little bit better, but growing very slowly. So this is a cultivar called Tarantina, I believe, which is kind of a tiny leaved version of common myrtle. I saw a plant in one of the local nurseries around here that was a big, beautiful plant, probably about 9 or 10 feet tall. So I bought one, but my plant has hardly done anything. So that's Myrtaceae communis Tarantina. All right, now on to Luma. This is one of my two plants, the younger of the two. I believe this was planted in 21. Just a little thing, probably only 14 or 16 inches tall. And it's been growing very well. This one is a little more open of the two, and I would say it's about 4.5 feet tall now. And when these guys get big, the trunks become more and more orange and very, very beautiful. So what you want to do is gradually remove most of the foliage from the lower part of the plant so you can see the trunks and stems as they become more highly colored. This is in my orchard area, so I have a fig tree, there's a blueberry, here's a pomegranate, and then I have herbs in here too. And then here's another younger fig, and that's just a Spanish lavender volunteer from a seed. So, Luma apiculata, planted in 2021. And we'll go check out the other one. And on the way, here's another member of the Myrtle family, Myrtaceae, Feijoa, or Aca Celoiana, the pineapple guava. I've got two of these also, one here on the south side and one on the north side. And they've been here about 2 years and neither of them has bloomed. Now last winter was really rough, but these did pretty well compared to some other feijoas I've seen in the Portland area. Most of them were almost completely defoliated, but mine were not. They did fairly well, but so far no flowers or fruit. All right, we're having another amazing sunny day here in the Willamette Valley, which is bizarre. I bet we've had a string of 20 days or so without any rain in January and December, and that is extremely rare. The pond was frozen yesterday morning and this morning, but thawed out by noon. Witch hazel blooming, hellebore, hellebore, hellebore. It'll be in flower very soon. Camellia autumn rocket still blooming. All right, here's the other Luma. This one was planted in 2020. And I would say it's just a few inches shy of 6 feet. That fence is 6 feet. And this one's more dense. I haven't done anything at all to make it dense, but in my garden, both of my Lumas grow really late into the autumn and early winter, and then the tips get damaged by the cold. And I think that has a bit of an effect similar to shearing, and maybe makes the plant a little more dense than it otherwise would be. But I haven't done anything to actually prune the tips or shape it. This is just how it grew. And like I mentioned on the first plant, I'm just starting now to remove foliage and small twigs from the bottom part of the plant, so I can see the bark as it becomes more and more orange. I see there's a fruit hanging on right here. So that's what they look like. They've got kind of a four-parted calyx that hangs on. Very dark, very glossy, and pretty tasty. Yeah, I noticed some more back here. Let's see if I can get back there and show you the other cluster of fruit. This plant was heavily laden with fruit last summer, but then not a lot of fruit this summer. So there you can see another cluster of those shiny berries. They sure do hold up to freezing temperatures well. So there's the other one. From this angle, you can almost start to see a little bit of the orange effect on the trunks, but that'll be a long time in coming. All right, and I think that's maybe all I have. Here's my other Feijoa. Pineapple guava, or aca, depending on your preference. I think that's all I have for plants in the Myrtle family. Luma apiculata. See you guys next time.